Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your latest Chelsea transfer news, Chelsea everything. Man, we're a poorly run organization, man. We are a poorly run organization. And do you know what the funny thing is? The owners, they came in, the first thing they did was they criticized the old regime. They said, look how pathetically the old regime has been running. You know, they got no clue. Do these lot have any clue? We've got news in relation to Douglas Luiz to Chelsea Football Club. We're going to talk a lot about it. Cole Palmer, the speculation about Cole Palmer's future is up in the air. We're going to talk about that. And last but not least, don't ever think that we're going to stop getting the latest 16, 17, 18-year-olds. We've got ourselves here we go for yet another 17-year-old. I've lost count. There is so many here we goes that we've had over the past 2, 3, 4 years since this ownership has come through. I don't even recall some of them anymore. There's yet another 17-year-old that we've purchased within the last few hours. Well, we've got a here we go for it. So we're going to talk about that now. We're going to kick things off with Douglas Luiz. First, let's go through the news and then let's try and make sense of what's going on. Look, I'm going to tell you guys from the get-go. I'm going to scrutinize every single point about this ownership. I'm going to scrutinize them like hell because I don't believe in them anymore. I did for a moment post last season. I thought, okay, here we go. Maybe we can kickstart something if you do something important, if you operate in the right manner. But then all of the shenanigans that took place, parted ways with the manager as well, and all the backstories we've been hearing. Now Liam Rossini as a manager, the nonsense, the utter nonsense all the time. They've doubled down. All they're going to do is follow their project, bring in youth after youth after youth. I know Douglas Luiz is not youth, but we're going to get to that story. So I'm going to criticize this ownership forever until and unless I see us actually win something substantial. Premier League title, Champions League title. Unless and until I see that, the club is operating in the right manner, you're not going to hear from me any praise. That is exactly how I've locked myself in now. Because enough is enough. 4 seasons and all we've seen is nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. So now, this is the latest nonsense. Exclusive, coming from David Ornstein. Orny, who always makes us nice and horny, recent times, not made us horny at all. Papu's gone in. Exclusive. Chelsea considering move to sign Douglas Luiz on loan for remainder of the season. 27-year-old, so okay, something out of the ordinary. But then again, there is a little bit of a link. Apparently, Douglas Luiz was an ex-Manchester City Academy graduate. So is there some sort of relationship from the past? Who knows? Kinetic foundation, kinetic energy? I don't know. 27-year-old midfielder currently with Nottingham Forest from Juventus, but Chelsea see as system fit. System fit. I mean, talk about making up BS. What system fit? What is the system? And why is the system fit? Douglas Luiz, don't get me wrong, probably 3 to 4 seasons ago, he was doing well. When he was in Aston Villa, he was absolutely killing it. At that point, if you'd gone for someone like Douglas Luiz, okay, it can make sense. Then he went to Juventus and he flopped big time. Now he's on loan from Juventus to Nottingham Forest and he barely plays for Nottingham Forest. I know there's been some injuries here and there, but this guy's system fit now. Brazil international would add quality, experience, depth until the summer. Quality, experience. A lot of people talking about, oh, look at these Chelsea fans. They moan about experience. Now you're getting experience and now you're upset again. I'll tell you why we're upset. In midfield, you'd think that's one place that we probably don't need any recruitment right now. We need CBs. We need maybe some, players up front. Not maybe, definitely we need some attacking force up front. But centre-back, we lack. Midfield, you've got Enzo Fernandez. You've got Caicedo. You've got Andre Santos. You've got Romeo Lavia. You've got Esugu. Now, a lot of people will say Romeo Lavia means forget about him. Okay, if I'm going to forget about him, why didn't we just try and sell him last summer? Why didn't we sell him the summer before? We could see that there was problems. You see the issue here. Where's the foresight? Where's the, planning ahead? Why have you persevered with Romeo Lavia all this time? Now there's a lot of rumors going around that Romeo Lavia potentially is out for the entire season. Okay, sure, no problems. No Romeo Lavia. But you failed to plan properly with Romeo Lavia. You should have let go of him before. And you wouldn't be in a situation where you're going for a loan for Douglas Luiz. This screams the same Bonanotte situation. Douglas Luiz ain't going to play that much football. I'm telling you right now. For people that are getting excited, oh no, this is good. He's good backup. It's good depth. It's Bonanotte all over again. Dennis Zakaria. A lot of people told me Dennis Zakaria was great. Who's the other brother from Atletico Madrid that we got? Saul. Yeah, he was going to be great. All of these players, waste of time. Anyway, so Romeo Lavia, apparently he's not available. Okay. Dario Sugu, another one. Apparently, mysteriously now as not featured in the last two squads for the match days. And he's probably not going to be available for the rest of the season. Who knows? There's rumors going around. Okay, so now there's a distinct need. I get it. But what happened to your recruitment? These are the players that you got in. Dario Sugu is another one that you got in. Youngster. Now he's going through injuries. And if it is backup, why don't you go for someone from the academy? Reggie Walsh was getting favoured by Enzo Maresca. You're playing Reece James, don't forget, in midfield as well. Reece James, is he a good midfielder or not? He's playing against Arsenal. Everyone's praising him. What a great midfielder he is. He's playing against Aston Villa or Newcastle. What a great midfielder he is. Sometimes you're playing Malo Gusto in midfield. Sometimes you're playing Cucurella in midfield. We don't need to lie about it. We see it. We see it in our face. We see it with our eyes. All of these players are operating in those areas anyway. Okay, now you can say, a lot of people are saying, oh, Cole Palmer's injured and Enzo Fernandez is going to play as a number 10. He's going to play as a number 10. He's no longer a midfielder. Well, that's BS. One thing that Liam Rossinier likes a lot is Enzo Fernandez deeper. If anything, for the past few games under Liam Rossinier, Enzo Fernandez has been deeper. He's playing closer to the pivot players. And why Enzo Fernandez as a number 10? Why not try someone like Estevan William then as a number 10? Look, there's no Romeo Lavia, there's no Dario Sugu, no problems. All right, you want a little bit of depth. Go on then, buy someone proper. There are other midfielders out there. If that is a necessity, for me, honestly, it's not a necessity. It's not a necessity. Far more important to get someone in the centre-back position, far more important to add something in the attack. Midfield is one place where we've got players that can make do. Predominantly, you're going to play with Enzo Fernandez, Santos, and Caicedo. This is the latter half of the season. These three will have to bear the bulk. And then you add your Reece James, your Malo Gustos, and whatnot to help in midfield. And you've got academy products. Douglas Luiz. Look, I'm not going to sit here and try and be all positive about Douglas Luiz. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. It's just a nonsense transfer for me. And we're barely even going to see him play. And then we'll see how people feel. Prepare for the midfield in the summer. Opportunity. Oh, there's maybe we can see something for the next 6 months with Douglas Luiz as a backup to some of these players. Some of the matches that are coming up, you tell me when you're going to use this backup. Some of these key matches that are going to be coming up. Arsenal second leg in the Carabao Cup. You want to use a backup? Or are we planning, we expect Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos to be injured very soon as well. We're expecting that. As I said, there is cover. And Douglas Luiz is not someone who's been lighting it up. He's struggling himself. That's the bottom line. Honestly, that's the bottom line. Let me know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Some of you guys, I know you're going to flop it out. You're going to be very, very excited about it. Go for it. Go for it. As I said, unless and until I see some form of success in this football club, I'm not going to be excited about a single thing. Because none of this is making any sense to me. Next up, Cole Palmer. There's some rumors going around. Sources claim Cole Palmer does not particularly enjoy life down south and misses his friends from back home. A lot of, I don't know, some of these journalists are maybe Man United journalists or Manchester-based journalists. I'm not sure. Look, I don't know how much truth there is in this story. There could be potentially some truth. He is from Manchester. He could miss his family, his friends. But let me tell you something. Cole Palmer, if you're homesick, you should have known that when you signed the contract. You've got a long-term contract to 2033, I believe. Something ridiculous like that. Where you didn't know that you're going to be homesick when you're signing that contract. Yeah, you were just oblivious to it. Now, all of a sudden, oh, I'm homesick. I've forgotten. Why'd you sign that long contract for then? Did you not see yourself being homesick? That's why I think some parts of this story is probably not right. However, do I think there could be a possibility that Cole Palmer might leave in the summer? There could be. I, for one, not for 1 second, think that that's not a possibility. That could definitely be a possibility. Not because he's homesick, because he's probably fed up with Chelsea Football Club. Same with Enzo Fernandez. I'm pretty sure down the track in the summer, he will consider where his future is. Cole Palmer is going to be another player that's definitely going to consider where his future is. He's probably fed up. And when you're injured as well and you're in the sideline for a long time, you start wondering, like, well, what am I doing here? When he's fit, when he's playing regularly, maybe all of these thoughts don't come into his head. Now they're coming to his head because he's spending a lot of time idle. But if he does leave Chelsea, I don't think it's going to be for homesick purpose. I think it's going to be due to the fact that he doesn't see a future with Chelsea Football Club in terms of winning major trophies. And that I fully understand. I get it. Some of these players, they're top players. They're not going to... Why should they stick around at Chelsea? Why? They want to win trophies, and we are allergic to trophies, major trophies. People say, oh, but we did win Club World Cup. We won Conference League. What trophies are you talking about, Miz? I'm talking about major trophies, competing for the Premier League, competing for the Champions League. This is what these players want. Top players. So for me, this news could be Fugazi, but it's not. It may not be Fugazi if Cole Palmer wants to leave Chelsea Football Club in the summer. That can happen. And if it does happen, I'm telling you this much. They'll tell you exactly what this project's all about. Every time you think, oh, we've got some really good players, add a couple of more, we can now try and win the Premier League. No. Every time when that situation happens, if some of these players start leaving and the club is willing to let them go as well, at the moment there's news that the club doesn't want to let him go. But if the player's adamant he wants to leave, you're going to have to oblige. You don't want an unhappy player in the squad. But as soon as some of these top players leave this project, they'll show you exactly what this project's all about under this ownership, which is absolute nonsense. This project is absolute nonsense. Once we start seeing the better players leave this football club, yeah, a lot of people are going to start waking up real good. Now, last but not least, Chelsea agreed deal to sign talented 17-year-old fullback Yisa Alao from Sheffield Wednesday. Here we go. Ooh, so happy. So happy, more than you can believe. Initial fee over £500,000 plus heavy add-ons, so it's barely cost anything. Chelsea beat 3 more Premier League top clubs to signing. Oh, we beat 3 more top Premier League clubs. Trophy, give us a trophy. Here we go. Yisa Alao. Talented 17-year-old fullback. I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. All I'm going to say is that what does it matter? Who cares? Pure profit. going to end up being profit. Bought him for 500K. If we can even see a market for him about 5, 10 million, well, there you go. How many percentages is that? Do you know what I mean? I'm going to sit here and expect that this kid's going to one day become a Chelsea left back. Maybe he might, maybe he won't. What does he do for us now? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And what about all the other young kids that we've bought all throughout this season alone and last season? Brazilian youngster, left back, Denar. And so many other, as I said, I've forgotten their names. I don't even remember anymore. Anywho, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about, especially Douglas Luiz. And be objective about it. Don't give me some nonsense stuff. Yeah, but it's a good backup. Douglas Luiz, backup. Yeah, he's now ready to be a backup. 27-year-old Brazilian international who probably thinks a lot about himself. He's going to come here and, yeah, I'll be a backup, no problems. I'll be a backup. Nonsense. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, hype as well. Make sure you hype. Each and every one of you guys hype. Until next time, take care. See ya. Bye.